and we would like to welcome everyone again to our meeting. At this time, I want to acknowledge Vice Mayor Pro Tem Martha K. Stacks Tatum. We're going to go a little bit out of order with the agenda, and we're going to let her come in first and give announcements on things that are going on in District K. Vice Mayor Pro Tem, are you there?
I'm here. Thank you, Tanya. And thank you to everyone that's on the call tonight. Just wanted to hop on and say how much I appreciate the great work that you are doing with keeping our complete community moving forward, and making sure we are amplifying the works that is happening in District K, specifically in Fort Bend, Houston. Do want to let the residents on the call know that I will be hosting a State of the District address on March the 30th at 6 o'clock p.m. This will be a virtual State of the District. If you attended last year, you may recall that was the last meeting that we had prior to us, unfortunately, kind of going into the lockdown for COVID. We had a full house at the Fountain Life Center. We had a wonderful event. Several speakers from our community organizations, our management districts, our TERS board, the Westbury Garden, and several organizations in the community also were able to present. Basically, the thought process is to give residents a big picture of what's happening in the community. And we want to do that again for 2021. So we're looking forward to hosting the State of the District event again on March the 30th. Although it will be virtual, it'll be just as informative and just as fun. So look to get that flyer coming out soon. It will be on Teams. So if you have people in your neighborhood that don't have Teams downloaded, now would be a great time to encourage them to download Teams so they can participate on our State of the District event on March 30th. Thank you very much. And if you aren't receiving our District K newsletter, if you didn't get it in your email today, that means you're not on our distribution list. Email our office at District K at houstontx.gov and just put in the subject line, please add to distribution list. That is the best way for you to get all the information that's happening in our office and to also engage with us and know what's happening in our community from the District K office. Thank you, Tanya, and I appreciate all the work that you're doing.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Pro Tem. Thank you. At this time, I would like to acknowledge any folks from the city that are with us this evening.
My staff is on the line.
Yes.
I know that they probably are trying to unmute, but I know my Chief of Staff, Dee Dee Chavis, is on the line, and also the Director of Constituent Services, Melvin Hopkins, is on the line.
Yes, that's what I was getting ready to say. City also include staff of District K.
Good evening, and this is Melvin Hopkins. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. This is Dee Dee Chavis, Chief of Staff for Vice Mayor Pro Tem, and happy to be here.
Thank you. Any other city folks on the line? Planning team?
Good evening. My name is Abraham Sarilla with the Planning and Development Department.
Good evening, everyone. Benny Chambers with the Plan Development Department.
Good evening. My name is Enzo Mungo with OBO.
Good evening, Pearl Cajolas. I'm here with Enzo from OBO.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Sasha Marshall-Smith, Planning and Development Department.
Good evening. This is Lindsay Williams. I'm with the Planning and Development Department.
Cynthia Sydney, Health Department.
Okay, I would like to also acknowledge with us this evening We have a team of designing and urban planning professionals that will be working with us for the Design for Impact workshop. And at this time, can you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Danielle Dunn. I'm a project architect with Stantec, and we are basically here to listen and see how we can be a resource.
Hi, and my name is Shai Roos. I lead Stantec's urban planning group for Texas. And as Danielle said, we are really excited to work with your community and want to hear what you all are looking for.
Hello, my name is Raquel Ramirez, and I am participating in this along with the Stantec team.
Okay. We had one of our presenters to introduce themselves. I didn't hear Mark. Are you on the line?
Yes, Ms. Sawyer, I am on the line. This was the first time that I heard you mention my name, so I was just standing by, Ms. Sawyer.
Okay. Introduce yourself, Mark.
Okay, my name is Mark Winchester. I'm the Deputy Director of the United States Small Business Administration, Houston District Office. I've been in Houston for 10 years, and I've been in SBA for 10 years as well. I'm a United States Navy submarine vet and glad to be here.
Thank you. So we would like to know who else is joining us on the call this evening. We would also ask that you please visit Let's Talk Houston. I have shared the link in the chat. We would like you to sign in for us so we could know who was in attendance for the meeting this evening. That would be a big help to us. You don't have to register to join Let's Talk Houston. Just click that link and just provide us with your information. Thank you. So the purpose of tonight's meeting, in keeping with the action plans under the economy and jobs, from the last meeting, it was expressed that you guys wanted to talk about small business incubators and increasing financial opportunity for small businesses in the Fort Bend, Houston Complete Communities area. So we have folks here tonight that's going to give us some insight and provide some information for us relating to that. So our agenda tonight is we will have a presentation by the City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity, the U.S. Small Business Administration Office, which Mark and Ms. Pearl and Enzo had already introduced themselves. Following that, we will have some updates and announcements in reference to the Design Impact project that's going to take place next month, and an update from Sasha with the LIST, working with the LIST grant program and opportunities. We will have Q&A, and then the meeting will be adjourned. So next slide, Benny. Thank you. So our goal tonight is to make sure that everyone is well informed and connected to partners that can discuss and provide opportunities that's relative with the project goals identified in the action plan. So that is my goal from here on out, to make sure that we can provide resources and information to everyone that's directly connected to the goals and objectives that were emphasized by the community that is now referenced in the action plan. We are here to hear your thoughts and concerns. Our speakers are here to serve as a resource as well as provide information. So please, let's engage, let's ask questions, and let's have a great meeting this evening. Thank you all again for joining us. So at this time, we will have the Mayor's Office of Business Opportunity.
Good evening, everyone. Let me share my screen.
Well, we have it, Pearl, we already have it included in our PowerPoint.
Oh, okay, good. So let me unshare my screen then. One
Okay.
sec.
Thank you.
Okay. Is it sharing?
Yeah, we can see you. So, Benny, are you able to move to the next slide?
It's on the screen. Can you not see it?
No. Okay.
All right, thank you. I can see the screen too. So good evening again, everyone. Thanks for the intro, Tanya. I'm presenting tonight with Mr. Enzo Mungu. He's going to share information about the Office of Business Opportunity and the programming and certifications that we offer. I will then speak about our business development programs and the other resources that are available to the community. So with that, I will hand it over to Enzo to begin our presentation. Next slide.
Thank you, Pearl. Thanks, Tanya. And good evening again, everybody. My name is Enzo, and I'm with the Office of Business Opportunity. And I'm going to run through a couple of programs and information which I'm sure that you will find very relevant to our objective here tonight. Next slide, please. So I always begin with, the mission for, OBO's mission, which is right on the screen. The Office of Business is committed to cultivating a competitive and diverse economic environment in the city of Houston. And we do this by promoting success of small businesses and developing Houston's workforce with a special emphasis on historically underutilized businesses and disenfranchised individuals. We take that very seriously, and our key objectives have always been to educate, to connect, and grow businesses. Next slide, please. Okay, so City of Houston, we do in the Office of Business Opportunity, we do offer, we have a certification team. For some reason, my screen just froze on me. Give me 1 second. I don't know what happened. Oh no. 1 second. My screen froze. This is. I don't know why, but my screen froze. I'm in the office. Give me 1 second. Okay, I can you guys, let me make sure you can see me. Can you see? Okay, I can see now. Good. So we offer 6 certifications. You have 4 local and 2 federal. The local is goal-oriented contracts, which are those contracts that are actually by the City of Houston considered local contracts. And also we have the DBE on federal funded contracts, which is specific to DOT contracts, the Department of Transportation. Also, only firms listed in the OBO directory. So we do have a directory that comprises of several certified firms, hundreds of them. Only those that are on that directory are utilized in the local contracts for accomplishing of the MWSBE utilization credit goal. I'm sure that that's something which we can discuss later on regarding what is specific to. But again, only firms on the directory, which are certified firms, are utilized on such local contracts. Our MWSBE and our PDBE goals, for those who maybe the acronyms might be a little bit, hard to understand, but then they MWSBE is simply Minority Women Small Business Enterprise, while the PDBE is Persons with Disability Business Enterprise, and the DBE is Disadvantaged Business Enterprise. So our MWSDBE and PDBE and DBE directory is utilized as a pipeline for prime contractors for the city of Houston and other entities. Other entities will also comprise of several organizations within the city that tend to utilize businesses that are certified with our office. Now, to learn more on how to get certified, you can actually reach out to our office, or you just go to the website, City of Houston, and /OBO, cityofhoustontx.gov/OBO, and you click on certification. It's pretty straightforward. And also you have a contact number on there, which you can use to reach out to the certification team directly. Next slide, please. So what are the, I don't know, I keep sorry, my screen keeps freezing on me. Okay, so doing business with the city. So actually certification with the city of Houston and with the certifications we offer do carry a lot of advantages and benefits. So for example, you have, when you're certified with, you do have that certification is actually needed by several other entities with whom you can, do business with. Our certification is not, not just you meet goals with the City of Houston contract, not just intended for that, but also it can be used with other organizations. Actually, just about 25% of our directory is actually used for local contracts. Most of those who are certified with the City of Houston, those businesses have gone to do businesses with a lot of other entities, which you can see on your screen. You have Metro, you have with HCC, with the EPA, KBR. So that the certification which you obtain through the Office of Business Opportunity will actually serve you a long way more than just, doing business with the city. Next slide, please. So we have the Hire Houston First, which is another program that is managed by our office. Now, our department also manages the Hire Houston First program, and this program is a local preference program, which is aimed at providing businesses with more opportunities. Our local businesses participating in this program will, upon application and approval, be designated as either a city business, which has the acronym CB, or a local business, which is called LB. Now, how do you get this designations? It's upon approval, and it has two criteria. Number one, these designations are only based on, number one will be if your company is headquarters, it has a headquarter within the certain local counties, such as you have Harris, Brazoria, Chambers, Fort Bend, Galveston, Liberty, Montgomery, Weller, Austin, and San Jacinto. There are 10 of them in general, and also if it's headquartered around Houston Incorporated city limits, in which case you'll be designated a local business. Again, as I say, it's upon application and approval. The second option will be the business has an established place or places of business in the incorporated city limits, from which 20% or more of its workforce is regularly based, in which case you'll be designated a city business. Again, also that is upon application and approval, then that determination will be made. Next slide, please. The next program which we have here in our office is the Houston Small Business Legal Consultation. Now, this is also known as the HSLBC program. Initially, this used to be called the Virtual Lab. This was changed to what it is right now. and it's done in coordination with Vinson and Elkins and nearly 2 other top-tier law firms which are located within the city. Through this network of we have volunteer attorneys, and this program provides participants with free legal consultation and is done by phone. And this consultation is actually done on a host of topics. So we have included such topics as contracts, repayment of loans and grant relief programs, taxes, commercial leases, employment, intellectual property, and other general business issues. Now, this list is not exhaustive, but as I said, these are top-tier law firms, and they offer an hour of consultation for free. So that's something which has been really, really vital to our small business community. And since its inception in May of 2020, the program has had a 100% placement rate for applicants, meaning that everyone who has applied for the program has definitely received, from our understanding and the information we get as feedback, have received a call from a pro bono or free legal advice from an attorney. We encourage you to spread the word, because what we've come to realize is that when businesses will need this advice, but they do not know that it's actually for free, so they might sometimes be a little hesitant to engage an attorney, because they think they'll have to pay, especially when they see the law firms that are involved. It's actually a free service. It's an hour consultation, which you can request a follow-up later on, but then you'll get that hour for free. And you can, it deals with a host of topics. Now you can register for this there's a link on our website where you can actually go in there and click and you fill out the form. It's pretty straightforward. We'll try to make it very easy to understand and easy to complete. And you can always reach out to whomever is according. In this case, it's me. You have a contact number on there where you can reach out, and someone is going to help you navigate that, navigate the website and go through that process. So without much ado, I'm going to let Pearl talk much more about the external affairs and our Obo Solution Center.
Thank you, Enzo. And really just want to emphasize the value of Houston Small Business Legal Consultations. We have a huge network of volunteer attorneys, and this program is completely free. So please help us spread the word that this is available for the small business community. Next slide, please. So I want to start out my portion by introducing our COVID-19 Resource Hub. This is available on our website, houstontx.gov/OBO. And with this hub, you can find information about revenue solutions, emergency financial resources. There's unemployment benefits, and now with the city focused on reopening, the Resource Hub has been updated to include guidance on how to safely and responsibly reopen your business. And the Resource Hub will continue to receive updates as information changes. Next slide, please. We also have our Access Granted webinar series. The link is also available on our website. So Access Granted was actually started when COVID-19 first happened. We had the goal of getting together resources within the community to help educate small businesses about ways to overcome challenges brought on by COVID-19. All of these challenges still remain relevant, especially in light of the challenges brought on by our recent weather event. So topics included on this series, which we had 7 webinars in total, were disaster relief, there's virtual networking, financial assistance programs, there's information about contract bidding, legal resources, business resiliency, and then how to grow your customer base or even pivot in emergency situations. So lots of information for Access Granted. Again, these are available on our website and also on our YouTube channel, which I will share the link toward the end of the presentation. Next slide, please. So in terms of business development, OBO has several programs to assist businesses, whether they are in the beginning stages or if they are already established. So Build Up Houston is actually ongoing right now. This is a program that helps businesses who want to increase their capacity to take on larger projects or to do business with the city. It's a 7-month program, and by the end of the program, participants are going to learn how to create a 3-year strategic growth plan. Historically, we have opened this program to the construction industry, but due to COVID and the businesses impacted by the pandemic, we opened it up this year to food and beverage and the hospitality industries. So our cohort right now is really diverse. We have a business that's a hair salon. We have a yoga studio. We have 17 participants right now, and then this program should also be offered next year. This is actually our 7th year of offering Build Up Houston. Accelerate Latinx is a partner program of Build Up Houston, which is essentially the same curriculum, but the instruction is in both English and Spanish. And as we plan this program, we will put out information on our website about applications. We also have the Interagency Mentor Protege program, which is accepting applications until March 19. And this program is going to launch this May. So this program is a program that encourages developing businesses to learn from the experiences of more seasoned companies. So we pair those two companies together, so with the intent that it will lead to opportunities for the smaller businesses and larger businesses to partner on future projects. And I don't believe it's on the slide, but this fall, we will also offer applications for our Turner School of Construction Management. This is one of our longest running programs at OBO. It's 8 sessions, and it's designed to enhance the technical and managerial skills of small contractors and entrepreneurs in the construction industry. Next slide, please. In July, we will be opening applications for Liftoff Houston. This is our annual startup business plan competition. It's sponsored by Capital One, and this competition awards a total of $30,000 in prizes to 3 winners of in the categories of innovation, service, and product. So participants in this program are going to learn how to create a business plan, how to get access to capital, and they're also going to get mentorships from SCORE and Capital One. The great thing about this program is that even though you might not qualify, or if you don't win the prize money, you still can participate in our educational pathway. So your takeaway will still be the business education, and you will come out of the program knowing how to write a business plan and how to prepare to start a business. So I encourage you to share this with members of the community who really are starting out and want to get all those resources. Next slide, please. So for this slide, we will cover the area of workforce development. This year, we will have 2 Turnaround Houston Readiness Fairs. This Readiness Fair actually combines the elements of a job fair and a resource center. So participants in the community will not only get connected to job opportunities, they can also get connected to our partners who will offer resources like resume writing or mock interviews. This initiative was actually created by Mayor Turner in 2016, and last year was the first year that we held this virtually. We had about 800 participants who attended virtually, so it was really successful. We are going to host this again on April 29. And we plan to have another one in the fall. So information is going to be shared soon on our website and social media. Next is a Turnaround Entrepreneurship Program. This is a program which assists previously incarcerated individuals who want to learn to start new businesses. This program includes a credit repair component, and at the end of the program, participants will also learn how to write a business plan. So this program launches in April. We will also be providing more information soon on social media and on our website. Next slide. So in addition to our business development programming, we have the Obo Solution Center. And this is for anyone who is wishing to start or operate or grow a business in Houston. All services provided by our Solution Center are free, including our business guides, which are available in multiple languages. Our Obo Solution Center also offers information about permits, licenses, fee schedules. We also have access to information about contracting opportunities. And we have a dedicated business development manager who can provide one-on-one business counseling. Next slide. So what I've mentioned is only a small fraction of the resources that we offer here at OBO. I invite you to connect with us through our e-blast, which gives access to information about our virtual events. We also have pre-bid meetings. We have a lot of procurement opportunities. So if you would like to be added to this list, you can email obosc@houstontx.gov, and I can put that on the chat later. And signing up for this mailing list will also give you access to our bi-monthly newsletter, Insights to Opportunity. Next slide. And to close, please follow us on social media. Our handles are here on this slide, so you will get information on current events, our programming, and you are also able to communicate with us. So with that, I invite any questions. Thank you.
Any questions? Okay. Okay, now we would have Mark Winchester.
Thank you, Tanya. Tanya, I know I emailed you the PDF on the presentation. Very good. So it's incorporated, so
Yes,
I don't have to do anything. That's great. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya, before I get started, I'm just curious, out of the, I would say 21 that currently are on the, or 22 that are on this MS Teams presentation tonight, I'm just curious how many are not from the city of Houston or part of the panel who are actually here to learn about the city and SBA. If you could raise your hand, there's up at the top of the MS Teams, there's a little logo there for raising your hand. I'm just curious how many are actually here to, that are present other than the city and the panel that are wanting to learn about SBA and the City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity programs. I see at least one, but Tanya, are you able to view and actually see how many hands are raised? Oh, two?
yes,
Looks like,
I'm going through it now.
yeah.
3, 4. I'm showing 4 right now.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to poll the audience and see actually how many from the audience were
Coming in and out, but I counted 4 initially.
Okay, great. Well, Tanya, I want to thank you for inviting SBA to be here tonight. And on behalf of the District Director, Tim Jeffcoat, in the Houston District Office, thank you for the invite. And as I indicated earlier, I'm the Deputy Director and have been with SBA for 10 years. Tanya, next slide, please. Thank you. SBA's mission is to help Americans achieve the dream of small business ownership And we do that with programs and services that I'm going to review tonight that help businesses start, grow, expand, and recover. The Houston District Office is one of 68 district offices, and the Houston District Office, we cover 32 counties, all the way up to Lufkin, all the way over to Newton and Orange County, all the way over to College Station, and all the way south to Matagorda Bay. Why does the U.S. government care about small business? Nearly 99% of all businesses in Texas are small, and nearly 100% of the business in Houston are considered small. And because we know that small business drive the economic growth and prosperity for the U.S. What is considered small? Well, you may not know or we're aware of that SBA has size standards, and there are two size standards, either number of employees or revenues. And for number of employees, it's up to 1,500 employees. And for revenues, it can be up to $41.5 million in revenue. Famous brands that started with SBA included, well, you recognize the logos, it's pretty self-explanatory, but each one of these businesses was started by SBA, and you may be wondering, okay, that's great, but why is that important? Why it's important is because every business we help, our goal is that they'll eventually grow and even create even more jobs. And so just want to let you know, all of these businesses were impacted by SBA. How does SBA help? We call it the 4 C's: counseling, capital, crisis, and contracting. And I'll review these with you now. Counseling. These organizations are approved and funded by SBA. There are over 1,400 partner offices nationwide, and you can find local assistance at sba.gov/local assistance. SCORE. You may or may not be familiar with SCORE, but what we share with clients, whether they're a startup or whether they're an existing business, they should be utilizing the SBA Resource Partner Score because they're a volunteer, and they volunteer through mentorship, and they provide at no cost confidential mentorship in 63 various industries. They are subject matter expert in accounting, in marketing, in branding, and they also offer free online workshops. And last year they conducted over 180 workshops in person and through webinar. The SBDC offers free business consulting, low-cost training, business research. They have a staff of over 75 business counselors. They have 15 service centers throughout the greater Houston area. The service centers include Fort Bend, Lone Star, San Jacinto, and I'll share this with you. They can assist with loan packaging, business planning, human resources. They can also help with exporting, marketing. They have a wide variety of programs to assist small businesses, and they have programs including SBDC Net to provide customized market research. They have Profit and Cents, so that you can have your financial statements analyzed, and along with the financial ratios. They also have an international trade office with SBDC staff that can provide consulting right here in Houston, but they also have an international trade office in San Antonio where you can get matched with international small businesses to do business online. So they have a wealth of resources. We also have the Women's Business Center, and I'm happy to share with you that last year we had 116 women business centers throughout the country. There are now 136 women business centers across the country, and I want to share with you that Houston now has 2 women business centers, the WBEA Women's Business Center, and there's another center that's been onboarding. It's the Greater Houston Women's Chamber of Commerce Women's Business Center. So there are actually now 2 women's business centers here in Houston. And I want to share in regards to the WBEA Women's Business Center, they have mastermind counselors that have expertise in legal, in procurement, in financing, and they primarily work with women-owned small businesses and can assist you with your women-owned small business certification for set-aside contracts at the federal level. Capital. SBA, in addition to providing counseling resources, SBA also has capital resources. And SBA, we don't provide the loan, we guarantee the loan. And these SBA-backed loans are startup friendly, competitive terms, lower down payments, longer maturity, lower risk. And we have the what we call the 7A umbrella program, up to $5 million. We have the 504 program that goes up to $12.75 million. And then we also have microloans up to $40,000. These SBA loan guarantee programs can assist small businesses to launch, grow, repair, start or purchase a small business, access revolving credit, purchase, renovate, or expand facilities, purchase inventory and equipment, purchase land and real estate, and also export financing. Just want to share with you, just last year for 2020, want to let you know there was nearly $14 billion in PPP lending. PPP is Paycheck Protection Program, and Paycheck Protection Program is a loan program to help small businesses during COVID-19. When you add our traditional 7A, 504, microloan, and surety, that's $14.9 billion. And when you add the economic injury disaster loan, the economic injury disaster loan adds another $5 billion, and that's $20 billion. And I'm not talking 20 billion nationwide. I'm not talking 20 billion for the state of Texas. I'm talking $20 billion in the greater Houston area. When you add those loans there, the PPP, the 7A, 504, the total number of loans went to 128,705 small businesses. And the average loan size was $162,000. Next slide, please. You may be wondering what kind of financing or what projects can SBA finance. It's anywhere from gasoline stations all the way down to plumbing. And you can see that the top funding projects included gasoline stations at that's $88 million, nearly $100 million in gas stations, and we call C-stores. You can also see that another 25 million in child daycare. You can see another 65 million in hotels. You can also see that with fitness and recreation, nearly $20 million. So you can see all the variety of businesses that SBA has helped. There are certain businesses that are ineligible. They include nonprofits, speculation, gambling, businesses engaged in illegal activities, adult businesses, businesses in foreign countries, life insurance, religious-based businesses, lending and financing businesses, previous loss to the government and government entities. There are 5 ways to find financing for small business. They include, I'm sorry, if you can go back to the previous slide, please. They include the SBA, www.sba.gov/tx/Houston. If you go to the Houston District Office website, from there, you want to click on Show More Resources. When you click on Show More Resources, you can see the Houston lender activity. You can see every lender in Houston. You can see every dollar that they have funded and how many small businesses were assisted. Next slide, please. The Houston Association of Government Guaranteed Lenders. This is another way you can find lenders. The Houston Association of Government Guaranteed Lenders, you can visit www.haggl.com, Hagel. And once you go there, you want to select the SBA lenders. When you select the SBA lenders, you can see all the local lenders here in Houston that participate in the SBA Loan Guarantee Program. And I'll share this with you. You don't get the loan from SBA. You go to one of the SBA lenders that participates in the SBA program. And so these are ways that you can find the SBA lenders here locally. You can also attend SBA Houston District Office. We have virtual lending events. And so you want to visit our website, www.sba.gov/tx/Houston. And once you visit our website, you want to see what upcoming events that we have, including our virtual lending events. You'll also want to visit our website and sign up for our email updates. And then finally, we also present over 20 webinars a week. And these 20 webinars a week include financing. And we have Mr. Winston LeBay, who offers training on our access to capital courses. Another way that you can find financing is through SBA's approved lenders and working with our SBA resource partners, including SCORE, Women's Business Center, and the SBDC that I shared earlier. You can also use another program. It's SBA's Lender Match. You can actually go to our website, sba.gov/lender match, and there you can find over 300 lenders that you can submit your project to. So you can just go online. You don't have to call anyone. You just submit your project, and you submit that project to over 300 lenders, and any lenders that are interested in your project will contact you. Contracting. I know the Office of Business Opportunity talked about contracting. There's different kinds of contracting. There's federal contracting, state contracting, corporate contracting, local contracting. And I want to let you know that in regards to federal contracting, the federal government spends nearly $500 billion. Yes, that is correct. Nearly $500 billion are spent annually in federal contracts. And right here in Houston, $1.3 billion go to small businesses and federal contracts. And the $1.3 billion, it's required by law that nearly 23% of all contracts go to small businesses. And so if the federal government is spending $500 billion in federal contracts, that means 1 in 5 or 20% of contracts are going to small business dollar-wise. qualify for federal contracts. Want to let you know that SBA has the 8A program. It is a 9-year program. It is a business development program. The SBA Houston District Office has over 60 small businesses that we work with in the 8A program. And the 8A program, they are awarded between $17 and $21 million every year. That's here locally among the 60 small businesses. And then we also have historically underutilized business program and women-owned small business program and the service disabled program. So there are certified programs, there are self-certified programs, and all these programs, like I shared, $1.3 billion right here in the Houston District Office. Where can you get assistance? Well, one of the great resources is the Procurement Technical Assistance Center. They are hosted by the University of Houston SBDC, and we call it the 3 R's. They can assist you in research, they can assist you in registration, they can assist you in response. In research, they're not going to do it for you, but they will guide you in researching contracting opportunities. And then also register. They can assist you. They won't do it for you, but they'll guide you in regards to registering your business as an 8A business, as a hub zone business, as a women-owned small business, as a veteran-owned small business, or at the state level. There's a hub, historically underutilized business. They can guide you through that. And so the PTAC, they're a great resource. They're at no cost to you. It's confidential, and they can assist you with contracting. Disaster. So we've reviewed capital, counseling, and also contracting, and now we're reviewing crisis. Crisis is disaster. And 40% of all businesses that close after a disaster never reopen. Businesses can protect themselves with an up-to-date plan of action. And you can prepare your business and learn more by visiting sba.gov/prepare. SBA disaster assistance loan programs, including real estate, personal property, economic injury, machinery equipment, inventory, and active duty military. Also want to let you know, and you're probably very familiar, that SBA has COVID disaster lending, up to $10 million with PPP, up to $2 million with economic injury disaster loan. Please subscribe to SBA for our email updates. Please visit our website. Please view our upcoming webinars. And as you can see in the logo on the left-hand side, you can go directly to our lender match from our website. If you need to find local SBA resources near you, just plug in your zip code right on our website. And if you need to sign up for email updates, you can also do that on our website. And please follow us on Twitter. And here's my contact information, and this concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Mark. Do we have any questions from anyone? Okay, I would like to thank Pearl and Enzo coming out this evening, as well as Mark for presenting tonight. I know this was a lot of information for those of you that are on a call this evening. And it was a lot of good information. So in keeping with the action plans, you guys wanted to develop and host some community-based workshops. So I have created a survey on Let's Talk Houston that I posted on the chat to get some feedback from those that are with us this evening on some information or holding workshops that we can get a little bit more specific and more in detail about what you all heard tonight. So I'm going to post the meeting online as well and send out the link for those so you can share it with your neighbors and friends to watch. And also they will be able to visit the Let's Talk Houston page to provide us the information from the survey so we can move forward with scheduling some of those individual workshops. Maybe we can do it bi-monthly, but just to help you guys go through the information that was provided tonight and just be a little bit more specific in what the need is and tailor it to Fort Bend, Houston. So with that in mind, that's what I am going to do. I will reach out to Pearl and Mark again, and maybe we can work out some type of schedule. And we will move forward from there. So if you hadn't had a chance, please remember to visit the Let's Talk Houston link tonight to include your information. We would really like to know who all was in attendance for tonight. Before we leave, I would like to open the floor for some announcements that we have. Lindsay, are you still on the call? Yes, I see you.
Good evening, I'm Lindsay Williams. I'm just going to briefly tell you about the AIA Designing with Impact community workshops that are coming up. So we had originally, Chris spoke to you at the last meeting, we changed the dates because of the winter storm and we've been a bit delayed. You met a few of the design team members earlier on in this meeting. So the new date will be April 10th for the workshop, and the deadline to register is April 6th. So if you are a resident, a stakeholder, or just interested in general about what future development could look like, I really encourage you to join us for these community workshops and meet these designers who are interested in building equity and donating their time and talent in helping us visualize what could be the future for these complete communities. We are focusing on building of the hubs and corridors. And I can also drop that link in the chat. So if anybody would like to sign up to join, we encourage you to do so.
Thank you, Lindsay. Sasha, you're up.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sasha Marshall, and I just want to remind you all that List Houston, a nonprofit organization in Houston, they have a community grant for up to $5,000, and this is part of their Go Neighborhoods program, where they want people to apply. Organizations or individuals can apply to take part of this grant that supports relationship building and civic engagement and other projects that enhance quality of life. And so these poster that you see in front of you, that is for our grant writing workshop to help people apply for the LIST grant. The deadline for the LIST grant is April 15th. It has not moved. It's going to be the April 15th, but you still have time to apply. And there's plenty of funding opportunity that's available. So we want to encourage you to apply. And if you need help with your application, we are here to assist you as best as we can. Please join us for our grant writing workshop so that we can help you with your questions about the Let's Go Neighborhoods grant. Thank you.
I'm sorry, guys. I was talking and I didn't realize I was on mute. So I sent out information to you all last week from the Houston Health Department about the COVID-19 vaccination wait list where you guys can sign up and register. So the link to register for Moderna, Pfizer, or the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is at www.cureminder.com. You can also visit the Harris County Public Health website at readyharris.org or by calling 832-927-8787. There's also a phone number to register for those of you that can't buy computer. Those of you that are the ages of 60 and older, you can call 832-393-4301. For people with disabilities, you can dial in at 832-393-5500. And for additional assistance with the COVID-19 call center, you can call 832-393-4220. And we have one more announcement. Lynn, are you on the call? Okay. Do we have any other questions at this time? Okay, so we're trying to work on a meeting for next month. I will communicate that to you through email. We're trying to get the IEDC folks here to work with us, as I mentioned a couple of months ago. So I will post that information and send it out to you all as well. So we are working on that. So if we don't have any other announcements or any questions, I will say that this meeting is adjourned. Again, thank you all for coming out. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the information that the presenters presented to us. I think someone is calling. Hold on one second. Is that you, Lynn? Okay, hello? Hello?
Hi.
Okay, there she is.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Lynn.
Am I calling in at the right time to talk about the
Yes.
IEDC?
Yes, you are.
Great. The IEDC is the International Economic Development Council. It is a national nonprofit that helps communities across the country to devise plans and help them identify strategies to improve economic development. Last year, before COVID hit, the IEDC participated with the first 5 communities, but we were interrupted by COVID and did not finish all of them. And so now that it's a year later, the IEDC has joined back with the City of Houston to complete the work they started. And the goal is to finish all 10 communities and to have an individualized economic development plan for each community. And they are ready to start in April. We're looking at a tentative date of either April 12th or 13th to begin. I can confirm that those dates by the end of this week, and Tanya can make sure that she lets everyone know about those dates. What the IEDC will do is come to Fort Bend, Houston, to the complete community, and talk to any and every individual or organization that has some economic related activities. Either you are a business owner, you are opening a business, you are a nonprofit that's focused on business development or hiring practices, strategies, individuals that are trying to attract particular types of businesses. There are several different tracks leading from Main Street development to opportunity zones. There are approximately 6 different tracks that will be held over a 2-day session. So half of the sessions will be held on the first Monday. The second half of the sessions will be held a week later. And by the end of that second week, the IEDC will provide an overview of the information that they gained over the 2 weeks. They go away and they put together the strategy and they send it back to the community. That plan and the information and recommendations in that plan would be owned by the community. That is a quick overview of the IEDC. Are there any questions that I can answer, or any comments about the IEDCs coming to Fort Bend, Houston? So
okay.
Over the next few weeks, Tanya will help to confirm the date and time, being that we're still kind of in this COVID atmosphere. It will be, they will be virtual meetings, which it's good and a little bit of bad, but the bad part is that normally the IEDC members would come to the city and so drive around. However, we have a plan to address that. Thank goodness we are in the technological age and they can kind of drive around the community on Google. So there's an opportunity to talk to the IEDC members and tell them about the history of the community and what the goals are. They do have your action plan already, so they're getting familiar with that. And Tanya will be able to reach out to you, make sure that the right individuals are in those meetings once we have those set up.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Tanya. And if you have any other questions, please, you can, ask Tanya, or you can email me.
Thank you. So as I mentioned earlier, there's an echo. I will send out that information via email as we move forward with organizing and planning this workshop. I will let you all know when that will be. In the meantime, please visit the link again, as I mentioned, to do the survey to see if we can start some bi-monthly workshops with Small Business Administration and the Mayor's Office of Business Opportunity. I think it's a good opportunity to start with the economic development, economy, and jobs topic, since we're already working on that, to continue with that. And again, as I mentioned, it is a whole bunch of information that was shared tonight, and we can space it out a little bit more and talk more specific for clarity as it relates to the needs of the community. So with that, I will just thank you all again for coming out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you all later. Thank you.
then with someone else instead of.
Thanks, Tanya.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you. Who's recording?